Good afternoon. I'm thrilled to be with you here at Clear Lake City Elementary and with all of you who are tuning in live. I'm grateful and a little surprised to be interim superintendent of schools. I retired in December and was enjoying many learning opportunities. It was fun. But school board president Jay Cunningham contacted me and asked me if I would be willing to come back and support the people and the mission of Clear Creek ISD, and I couldn't say no. I'm honored to be with you here, and I want to tell you a quick story about my first week. Actually, I think it was my first day on the job. I was walking around and kind of saying hi to all these people at the ESC that I had left in December when I retired, and just saying hi and back. And I walked into Verna Henry's office. And y'all know Verna, she has been amazing to get subs for us over the last 2 years. So I wanted to say hi. Well, she wasn't in her office, and so there was another lady in there, and she was on a computer. So I said, "Is Verna here?" And she said, no, she's at a training. And then she looked at me and she said, "Oh, I'm just a sub." And I said, "Oh, I'm just a sub too." Awesome. And we did a little fist bump, and she said, "Where are you, where are you working?" I said, "Oh, down the hall." You know, she said, "Okay, good." And then I left. So anyway, it's just wonderful to be back. And I am at Clear Lake City Elementary today, where I started my education. Many of you might not know, but I started first grade at Clear Lake City Elementary. Then I went to Webster Intermediate and graduated from Clear Lake High School. My experience as a student was so impactful that I came back and did my professional career, most of it in Clear Creek ISD also, and I know many of you have done the same thing. We're so grateful for that. I also want to let you know that I was principal here, not only student, but principal at Clear Lake Elementary, assistant principal at Clear Lake Intermediate, and then principal at Clear Lake High School. So actually, I did my PK through 12 as a student, and then I came back as an administrator. So anyway, like I said, really enjoyed this feeder pattern and all the feeder patterns. I've also been a principal at Clearview High School and Clear Falls High School, and then most recently served as assistant superintendent for secondary education. Our goal over this school year is to chart our course along our creek. The journey will bring a focus on people, purpose, and promise. I want to take a minute to talk about my purpose. As I've said, I was retired. About 6 weeks ago, I was meeting with a team of 8 people preparing to go on a mission trip to the Philippines to present professional learning to teachers at 2 schools, a tribal school and at a private school. I was so excited about this opportunity. It was really a passion for me, and I volunteered to write the curriculum. So as I got into it, I really focused on 3 things. First of all, we helped the schools establish their core values, kind of the people connection that everybody would connect to, the core values. The second thing we did was work on kind of shared beliefs that were shared across the campuses and across the classrooms in the campuses. Those shared beliefs became classroom expectations and building expectations and kind of an understanding of what everybody could hold in common. And then finally, we worked on curriculum and engaging instruction, and that engaging instruction was really the promise to their community that these teachers would allow students to achieve. And how could they achieve? Using that engaging instruction. The Philippines group left on the 26th, and I stayed behind to serve you here. But I'm confident that Clear Creek ISD, the things that we prepared for the Philippines, focusing on people, purpose, and promise, are embedded in who we are. These principles are global, And I am confident that they're worthy of replication. What you're doing is worthy of replication across the world. I'm so confident of that. Now, like I said, I stayed behind to serve you and hopefully the district in whatever capacity that I can do to support. But Jenna Stewart, who is a 4th grade teacher at Go Forth, was the only other educator on the team. So Jenna got back Saturday, just 2 days ago, and I talked to Jenna Saturday night. She said the teachers were just thirsty for the material and they love the engagement. They love the professional learning. So thank you for allowing us to share in the Philippines. And I certainly thank my good friend Jenna for going over there and doing that. My why standing here today is the same why that caused me to say yes to the Philippines. I believe we have a collective moral imperative to invest in each person's capacity for growth and excellence, whether it's here or whether it's around the world. And that's why I'm here. I'm confident that we have an unwavering commitment to people and purpose and promise here in CCISD. This is the key to our success. It's such an honor to be in a room full of educators who serve children. That's what you do every day. You lift one another up through kindness and respect, and you show an innovative mindset in everything that you do. You know, we've done a great job when your students exemplify core values and they don't even think we're watching. Let's see a video. In a climate of conflict that has engulfed this nation, globe, and even our own backyard, it is more important now than ever before to bring clarity to our purpose, to be protective of it, and to live it through every single day. I know we can do it. I recently heard this saying, and boy, does it ring true. To go fast, you run alone. To go far, you walk together. The last 2 years, we've been moving at warp speed to try and just keep up with the COVID crisis. Often we felt alone. The 2022-23 school year is our reset button. We will bring our work into focus and do so only through the lens of children and always together. And I promise to listen and respond. Improving our work culture is critical to retaining great employees like you. Your enthusiasm for your work directly impacts student attendance, student achievement, and community commitment. You help steer the direction of our ship. We want our team to spread the good news about how great our district is and the amazing things that are happening. Let's watch this video.
Dear Vanessa, you have been a family friend for many years. When you became an educator, you spoke very highly about CCISD. For years, my family and I have talked about coming to League City and for me to get a job in CCISD.
When the opportunity arose and everything kind of fell into place, it was just the natural thing to do to help her get here.
We finally did it this past summer. I have settled into my new hometown of League City.
We've been friends since we were 10 years old. And you know, everybody has that childhood dream of someday me and my best friend are gonna live next door to each other and our kids are gonna be best friends and we're just gonna live happily ever after. And so we've actually been working on this move for about 5 years.
It's because of you giving me advice on seeking a job, within CCISD, and you've allowed me and my whole family to stay with you and yours while we're remodeling our new home.
I would have let them stay 3 years if they needed to instead of the 3 months. So it doesn't feel like a big deal to me.
So not only are you a terrific friend, but you're also a great colleague now.
Any campus would be lucky to have her. So I knew that this would be a perfect fit. And I was so glad that she's in a place now that she's supported and encouraged and has a team that she feels a part of, and I think it's just going to be nothing but great for her.
And if it wasn't for you and your encouragement and your help, my family and I would never have moved to Texas, and I wouldn't be a CCISD teacher.
And I'm so grateful to her for being the kind of teacher that made me want to be a teacher.
Not many people get to have a best friend, and then that best friend also recommend your workplace where you're planning to stay for a very long time. So this was just another way she's proven to be just a really good friend to me, and I didn't want to miss the opportunity to let her know how much I appreciate everything she's done for us these past few months.
Our people are filled with such goodness, and we are so grateful for that. We had an employee survey, and I want to share a little bit of information. We asked employees why they would recommend Clear Creek ISD to a friend, and you just saw that. Let me read some of those responses to you. Clear Creek ISD is comprised of caring individuals who put kids first. It is a high standards and prepares kids for the future. It is a learner-centered district, and my school is a great place to be a teacher. Now, we also ask what gets in the way of feeling motivated in Clear Creek ISD. And let me read these responses to you. Stress, too much to do, too little time, at times feeling overwhelmed. The last thing I do every day is teach. Paperwork, meetings, behaviors, covering and shifting classes. I feel there is never time to actually address and focus on the primary reason I am here. And that is so true, and it feels so true to all of us, both statements, I'm sure. We hear you. This year, we will bring a clear focus on the reason why we are all here. We are here to fuel wonderment, exploration, and inspiration in the lives of our community's children. We all have the most precious resource in our community in our hands, and our future, our children. Let's talk for just a minute about the DNA of Clear Creek ISD, the belief statements that bind all of us together. Who would not want to be a part of an organization with these commitments? Everyone deserves to be physically and emotionally safe. Each child's voice deserves to be heard. Strength of character is a hallmark of growth and learning. Trust, compassion, and respect are essential to positive relationships. Parents, community, and school have a shared responsibility for the education of youth. There is a collective moral imperative to invest in each person's capacity for growth and excellence. Determination, perseverance, and resilience lead to achievement. Inclusivity creates unity. Service before self strengthens community. An innovative mindset is essential for future success. If we live these beliefs every day and model our core values, think about what the culture of learning and working together will be like. As you approach this school year, I really ask you to reflect on our core values, our people, our belief statements, our purpose, and our mission statement, our promise. Do what you can to immerse yourselves in actions that show students determination, perseverance, and resilience lead to achievement. Actions that reinforce inclusivity and unity in your classroom and in the building. And actions that show parents and students that they are physically and emotionally safe. If we live out our beliefs every day and do so by modeling our core values of caring, respect, trustworthiness, we will have kept our promise with our community. Our promise is our mission. We will ensure each student achieves, contributes, and leads with integrity, and we will accomplish that through relationships and nurturing environments. We are a team, and everyone here today needs to be clear about our focus as you embark on the 22-23 school year. I personally and professionally believe that what you focus on gets bigger. We will ensure that each student achieves, contributes, and leads with integrity. And we have got to keep that focus with everything that we do. So I would like to ask you to look at these guiding principles around people, purpose, and promise before making any decision this year, and proceed if all three answers are yes. Does it align with our core values? Does it support our beliefs? And does it help children achieve, contribute, and lead with integrity? I'm asking you to walk the talk and talk the walk. Don't just act it, but say it. Say it, tell your friends, tell your parents, show what it means to focus on people, purpose, and promise. Show how great it is to be in Clear Creek ISD. And I do want to share some very specific actions that we are going to do to support you in your courageous work on your campus and across the district. We have scheduled listening sessions at every campus and support facility this year and really early this fall. Here's what we're going to ask you. What 3 things do you think are working well? What 2 things do you find value in continuing but need some fixing? And what is the 1 thing you think we need to stop doing? We are working through a comprehensive to-do list, and we promise to take swift action and communicate those actions with you. We realize communication and connections among employees is critical to our course. If we are not all getting the same message, we certainly are not getting the right direction. With that, we are launching Clarity. This is an employee-only communication. You will receive a Clarity Digest on Mondays with notes of what is happening in the district that week, what decisions have been made that you need to be aware of, and what pending matters that we need your feedback on. We will also be developing bi-monthly podcasts. I love podcasts, but because you can listen to them anytime, anywhere. Sometimes I listen at 1.5 speed to get through them quickly, but it is a car rider line, but just for employees. A mobile app is in development because we know you're not sitting in front of a computer reading emails. This will be a way for you to engage on your terms. And in addition to these listening sessions, we're going to bring back the Superintendent Communication Council. So there will be 1 representative from each campus as well as each support center, and I'll meet with you 3 to 4 times a year and just kind of check the pulse of how learning is going and how the district is going. Now, I'd like to shift to what I know is on all of our minds and hearts, keeping our students and staff safe in a troubled world. We're implementing the recommendations developed by the School Safety Committee, and I appreciate your willingness to remain visible and vigilant. Please adhere to the safety protocols that will be shared by your supervisors. We also need to strike the right balance so that our schools remain warm and inviting to all and not resemble a prison. Children and families will be naturally concerned at the start of the school year. Please do your part, as I know you will, to show compassion and understanding as they come back to school. We're getting back to pre-pandemic learning, and we are so excited about that. Engage your students, enjoy what you do, have fun with them, and be present in all that you do. Attendance from both students and staff is what makes Clear Creek ISD the heartbeat of this community. We need students in class every day to learn. They come to school to be with you. Let them know learning is not the same without them. We will be launching a campaign this fall to bring this message home to parents. And as you may know, we do have a financial hill to climb over the next few years. Clear Creek ISD has some complexities in our financial system that are a little bit unique to our surrounding districts. But we are going to be successful and move forward and not have any implications. We're working towards that, but we know that we can do it and be successful like we always have. I'd like to share a brief quote. It takes a big heart to shape little minds. Boy, do we all have a big heart in Clear Creek ISD. And I am asking everybody as we close to look forward, to clearly look ahead at the opportunities in our future. Clear Creek ISD is a visionary leader. I'm asking you to regain that visionary leadership, take risk. COVID kind of caused us to be a little bit fearful, I think, but it's time to move forward fearlessly as visionary leaders in our district. Don't be afraid to dream about possibilities and make those possibilities happen. We're amongst teachers, mainly in this room, and I know that research shows that over and over, you are the #1 indicator of a student's success, that classroom teacher. We know that. Thank you for all that we do, and I want you to know that you have a team around you to help and support you. You have bus drivers that are driving our future to your campus. We have child nutrition that are making sure that those children are well fed so that they can learn. We know that. A district curriculum staff that is here to help. The lights are on, the air's working, the grass is mowed, all of those things. One thing I was even thinking too during Harvey, if y'all recall, like everyone was a horrible situation, and our finance department made it to some building somewhere to get our paychecks on time. If y'all remember, we got paid on time. So it is a team that works together to help you. Everybody that wears this badge is here to support you, and everybody that wears a badge is important to this entire system. Visionary leadership. Do everything you can to be the best that you can be, and do it with integrity. That's who we are in Clear Creek ISD. I ask you to join me with that. Everybody's important, and nobody is just a sub, right? Nobody. We are all on the team together. So I look forward to charting this course with you. Have a wonderful school year, and thank you so much for all that you do. Thank y'all.
I like how y'all are giving him compliments too.
All right, a nice connection. Good job.
People, purpose, and promise is really our commitment this year to our entire community, staff, students, parents, and the community.
Tres para.
Y'all have a great day, guys.
And then you're gonna go grab your materials. Good job, high five. Good job.
There's a high standard. We expect a lot out of our students. We expect a lot out of our staff.
Our people really embody our core values, and that is the heart of who we are.
You can just tell that every teacher in the district loves what they do and loves their job.
We want to celebrate you and all your hard work.
They'll always greet you, and always want to make sure that you're okay.
The sense of community here is something like I really haven't seen in many other places.
I really feel like this is where I was meant to be. The kids are amazing. It's a strong sense of character here. You can see how the CCISD way has evolved, and our kids are growing into great
amazing kids.
We work together as a family to support our students.
This is where things are happening. There are no limits in this district. There's no telling what we're going to do.
The magic is happening.
We promise that each student achieves, contributes, and leads with integrity. That is our promise to our students, our parents, and our community in Clear Creek ISD.